check out my few blooms in my shaded garden bed that I got. I was so worried with the animals digging up the bulbs, but a lot of them actually came up and I got a few blooms, y'all. I am excited. Got a few blooms, so that kind of excited me. Now in this raised bed, not raised bed, but in this shaded garden here, it needs a lot of cleaning. I haven't got around to it yet. I hope in the coming days that I will actually get around to getting this nicely cleaned up, because it really needed. And I do have some things I want to plant in this bed. Now, I wanted to clean up my garden space before Easter, and that did not happen because most of the time it's raining or it's cold, and I wasn't gonna come out here to do anything. So that's the idea right there. I do have some vegetables, lettuce and stuff in my space here. I'm gonna clean out a little bit more so I can plant a few more things, and I want to get planted today. I want to plant potatoes, so I'm working on that right now. I'm gonna plant it in this bed. I think I may change my mind, but I think I'm gonna do it right in that area right there. In these raised beds, I don't know if you guys ever run into this or encounter this situation, but in my raised garden beds, I don't know if it's because I have a lot of trees in the yard. In the raised beds have a lot of roots, so more than likely I have to dig it up and turn up the soil and pull the roots out, which is what I did right here with this one before I put anything in it and refresh the soil and all of that. I had to clean out the roots and then refresh it with really good soil. So I have some cabbage plant in here, some lettuce, some cilantro, and some Swiss chard in this space right here. I kind of sprays out the oh, I think I have two broccoli there too, but one I didn't put the tag on them, so I'm trying to remember. I think these three is cabbage and the two over there is broccoli. Let me turn the camera this way. Yeah. And over there is where I have the Swiss chard. Now in between I did sprinkle a few spinach seeds, because I don't mind spinach coming up in between this, but I don't know how it's gonna come up, if it's gonna come up, because I did do it when it was pretty cold. So, and everything else that I put in the bed survived, but I don't know if the seeds that I sprinkle in the bed, if that survived. Now the only way I'm gonna know is if they start coming up. Otherwise, I know that the cold really didn't allow those seeds to come up. But again, guys, this is a lot of the stuff that I got from just two raised beds, and mine is low down, so it's kind of low. It's not to the very ground, but as you can see, it's 12 inches high. That's how my raised beds are. This one had spinach from last year. I think I'm gonna just clean this up. I don't think I'm gonna pull those spinach. I'm probably just gonna clean it up. But again, I'm trying to work as fast as I can because it's overcast and it's in the evening. It's about 5 o'clock now, and I think I'm gonna put the potatoes here, so I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. Actually I did, but I'm gonna do it a little bit more, and then I'm gonna put some fresh compost, some fertilizer, and get my potatoes planted in this space here. I'm trying to figure out whether I should put the potatoes here or not, or maybe I could put it in another space, but this one seems more faster to work on. Yeah, I'm not worried about the arbor I put here. the arbor, I could simply remove it, or I can put something else in this space that climbs or holds on to the arbor, maybe tomato or something like that, but we'll see. Time will tell. I think I'm going to put all the potatoes here. I do have quite a few potatoes, but I'm going to just fill this bed with just potatoes. I have something else in the corner here that is coming up. Lord knows, because I don't know what it is. I don't know what that is. And I think that's 2 Swiss chard or something that is coming up there. I have one red Russian kale that probably seeded itself because I didn't plant it there, but it's coming up. So anyway, I'm gonna just put the camera down so I can start working in this area right here. Okay, so this is how I'm gonna space my potatoes. Let me step back. Let me actually see if I can stretch it out. Okay, this is how I'm gonna space the potatoes. Now, starting with this one here, I don't remember the name of this potato. Literally, I just throw it all in a bag and put it in my basement, hoping that it will root out like this, and it did. And these are the large potatoes that I like using for baked potatoes and like fries and stuff like that. So I have, let's see, 8 of these. And as you can see how it rooted out, pretty much a lot. It did really good. And I can split these potatoes if I want to. I can cut them in half, or I can cut at every node on this potato. I can actually cut and get a piece and, plant it in this same bed, or I can plant it in another space and get a lot more potatoes. However, I do not have a lot of raised garden space, so I want to put potatoes in one bed. So the reason I am putting it in this bed, in this space, sorry, is because I can space them out as wide as this. Because it's a large potato and because it has so many nodes on it, I'm giving it the space so it can actually grow and develop and spread as much as it can, so I can get a lot more potatoes from these. Okay, at least one potato should give me more than 10 or about 10, and I would be happy with that. Now again, if you have potatoes like this, you could cut them and plant them in different areas, put them in pots, put them in bags, like the grow bags and stuff like that. But again, I just want to do it in one bed, so I'm giving them that full out space so I can plant them and let them grow. Now in over here, this is Yankee Gold. The Yankee Gold tastes amazing. I love Yankee Gold potatoes, and I didn't had any, so I went to Home Depot and I got these. I got 2 bags, which give me 8 of them. So this is how I'm gonna spread this out, because Yankee Gold is a little smaller and you still get a whole lot, just like you can get with these potatoes. You can get with the Yankee Gold. As much space as you can give them to grow, they will spread out and multiply. Okay, so that's how I'm gonna do this area. I'm gonna just part the soil right here. Now I put fresh compost and I put fertilizer in here so that they can feed on that. I'm gonna just part the soil and just push them in about maybe like 6 inches deep. But the way I'm gonna plant it is to make sure these nodes are sitting up. So on this potato, for instance, all the nodes are on this side, and you can see they're all sprouting very beautifully. So in this case, I would take this potato and I'm going to put it down like this. Instead of putting it down, I could put it down like this and it will find its way up. See, like this one. I have on this side and I have on this side. So in this case, I'm going to put this potato down like this. So all of these sprouting areas is going to be facing upwards, and I'm going to continue doing that for all these potatoes and get them planted. Now I am going to be out here a lot probably this week because I think we're getting beautiful weather this week. However, the only problem is we may have a lot of rain, which is good for the garden, but it's not good for me creating my videos, because I need dry weather in order to create my videos. So we will see. I didn't post a video on Friday because I was out having fun, and by the time I came back, it was really too late to come out here and do anything. So let's hope that this week looks better for me. Not for the fun part, but for the gardening part, because I really want to get quite a few things done. All right, let's start planting. Okay, so I got my potatoes planted. I got my irrigation run back. The irrigation was already there. I just basically took it out the bed so I can refresh the bed and then put it back in, because irrigations, especially the small 1/4-inch tubes, tend to clog really fast. And I'm hoping that these are still very much open and I don't have to change anything. The irrigation is not on right now. I'm probably gonna put it on sometime maybe in this month, but not this month, sorry, next month, which is April, because we're still in we're at the end of March. So I'm gonna put it on probably sometime next month. So, and that's when I'm gonna know if I need to do any repairs or anything like that. But as far as having it already set up and in the bed and ready to go, it is. And as you can see, this is complete with my potatoes. I gotta put I really have to put a sign in here that says not to just say potato, but to say Yankee Gold on this end, because that's where I put the 8 Yankee Gold potatoes. Again, I don't remember the name of the ones I plant here, but maybe one day I'm gonna get the name and put it in there. Yeah, I'll probably try to get the name and put it in there. I'm basically gonna know what potatoes plant here, but I really want to mark the Yankee Gold because that's the one. I knew the name, I remember it, and I know how good it is. So now that I've finished in this corner, I moved over to here just to make sure that, again, I run the irrigation in this space. And as you can see, I use the same 1/4-inch tube. It was already here. All I had to do once again is put it back in the bed, because once I plant all the lettuce and stuff, I didn't put back the irrigation. So that's what I did. And that is complete as well. Looking good. All the vegetables are looking good. I gotta try to keep my dog out of this bed, because somehow she just loves to go and eat on all these lettuce. So I gotta keep her out the bed. Right now I got her in a corner with her leash around her neck so she can't go anywhere. Otherwise, you would see her in each video. So what I'm gonna do over here now, I'm gonna try to clean this bed up. I don't know how far I'm gonna get, because again, it's overcast. The time is moving away from me, and I want to see if I could clean this one out and plant a few more things. Don't know how far I'm gonna get, but let's see how far. Now I'm gonna clean it up off camera, because I really don't want you guys to just watch me cleaning up a bed. So I'm gonna clean it up and refresh the soil, and then by the time I'm finished with that, if I have enough time on my hands, then we're gonna start planting a few more things. All right, let's do that. So I wanted you guys to see how much roots are in these beds, and so I use my fork to turn it up, and then what I go in and do is pull the roots out, leaving the soil, but I pull the roots out. And I don't know if you go into this or get into this. Now, it's not all of the beds that looks this bad, but again, and those are the roots. Not all of them look this bad, but in these 2 beds specifically, right in front of my greenhouse, looks like this. And the less trees are in this area, so I don't know if this is from previous planting or if it's from maybe coming up from the earth. I don't know. The only thing I used in these beds was cardboard. Or I think some of them have the fabric, but most of them had the cardboard at the bottom. So I don't know, it could be, I don't know. But if like this, if this is happening to you in your garden and you have an idea, just let me know. I mean, how much of a difference would it make? I don't know. Maybe I'll do something different in the future, but Yeah, this is what's happening. I don't know if the fertilizer got anything to do with maybe the root of the trees coming this way. I don't know. It could just be the plants, but I don't know. But this is a lot of roots to be just the vegetables. I just think so. It's a lot of roots. Okay, so I managed to clean this bed out. Let me tell you guys, this bed took a long time to clean out because it had so much roots. And you can see the whole pile over there of fresh roots on the old one, because this one had like kind of as much as that one over there. But I'm glad I got it done. It's getting a little later now. It's after 7 p.m. So I'm gonna close out my video here, but before I close out, let me tell you guys what I have here. So the spinach that I had in this bed, most of it I wanted gone because I wanted to do fresh spinach in between the plants. However, I don't know if the spinach seeds that I sow is gonna come up. So what I did, I left a little bit of spinach right over here because we do use the spinach a lot in like omelets and scrambled eggs and smoothies and stuff like that. So I want to keep some spinach for right now, and it's coming up pretty good. So what I did is just put a little bit of fertilizer around it, as well as compost, and hopefully that will continue to do really good or be as productive as it can. I have thyme in this corner, and I have, what's this, god, not parsley, oh god, you guys know what this is. I forgot the rosemary. That's what I was looking for. So I got rosemary here. I also have a lot of thyme. I do have a lot of thyme and rosemary planted in this garden, and that's because it comes up back every year. Of course, you know that thyme is a perennial and rosemary is a perennial, especially in our zone. I plant here these 2 rows. Well, stop up to here. I have some kale. I do have in my greenhouse, I have red Russian kale. I'm probably gonna bring that out at some point and put it in the garden as well. But I do have 2 different. This is the curly kale. These are 2 red cabbages. The cabbage I got from Home Depot, so I did plant 2 red cabbage over here, and I put the tags in there so I can remember. I have rosemary and cilantro in this corner. This year I didn't really try to balance a lot of stuff how I plant them. I just kind of like, as they come, I plug them in, so different parts of the garden will have different things, but the key for me is to have space to put everything that I want to grow this year. So I basically just plug the cilantro and the parsley in there. I do want to sow some celery seeds. I gotta find a different area to sow some celery seeds. And over here I have what is that? Cauliflower. 2 cauliflower. I have cabbage and broccoli over in that area over there with my lettuce and Swiss chard and something else. But I want to sow some more Swiss chard seeds as well, because I love Swiss chard. I love Swiss chard. I love kale. I love I have to say, everything that I'm planting is things that I love. I am not going to put anything in this garden just for show, to occupy space for the things that I really want to eat. So with that said, this is going to be it for me today, guys. These beds look nice, clean, well planted, and I am loving it. I was happy that I get to do this. And of course, over here I did my potatoes. I have to do a lot of fertilizing in my yard, and I also have to fertilize my onions, not onions, my garlic. I guess I'm gonna get around to it slowly but surely, but each day I'm gonna do a little bit more. So maybe tomorrow after church, and because today's Saturday, maybe after church I can clean up that side over there. I'm not sure. Or maybe I might be focusing on something else in the garden. But I do have to start getting this back area clean up, because clearly it's a mess. The front of my yard looks really nice. Like, it's really clean. The plants look beautiful. But the back, which kind of serves as a front yard as well, looks it doesn't look like junk, but it's cluttered. It have too many things out here, so I gotta bring it back to what it should be. I got here clean. Maybe I'm gonna do around the greenhouse and get that clean up and mulch while we are working on getting the roof, getting some more of that stuff to put on the roof. I think that's what we're gonna do, just try to fix the roof. But anyway, that topic is for another day. Again, I am very happy to get all this stuff planted today. You guys have an amazing day. Hope you enjoy your Easter weekend. By the time you see this video, it's gonna be Easter Monday. So happy Easter Sunday to you all. Happy Easter Monday to you all. Hope you get a chance to do something amazing today, something beautiful. And I will catch you all in my next video. Bye for now.